Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today I've got for you this absolutely gorgeous Kia Sportage, and as always I'm going to do a quick walk around just so you can see the condition of the car, and then we're going to jump inside and I'm going to show you all the interior features and gizmos and gadgets and everything that this car comes with. Now, like I said, this is a Kia Sportage 2 CRDI, finished in silver. It is obviously an SUV. It has a 1.7 liter diesel engine and it puts out 115 brake horsepower. It was first registered on the 22nd of March 2012 and it's got a valid MOT until the 11th of February 2026. However, I'm more than happy to put a new 12-month MOT on it. The annual road tax is £195. And in terms of the insurance bracket, it sits in the 11E group, which is quite low. And that basically just means it's not going to break the bank to insure this thing. The CO2 output is 135 grams per kilometer. And in terms of fuel economy, you can expect to get about 47 miles per gallon around town, 58 miles per gallon on a motorway run, with a combined fuel economy of 54 miles per gallon. Now, I do have to make a disclaimer. These are the official manufacturer's recommended figures. It's not a number that I come up with. So if your fuel economy goes up or down or fluctuates, then don't shoot the messenger, because this is what Kia actually claims. In terms of performance, you're looking at 107 miles per hour as a top speed, and it's got a 0 to 60 time of 12.4 seconds. The last MOT passed with only one advisory, and that was one of the tires at the front. But since then, a lot of things have changed. The car has only 2 previous owners. It's got a great service history, and it's just been serviced. However, to quote somebody that I really enjoy watching, especially here on YouTube, and his name is Matt, and he is from High Peak Autos, right? I absolutely love his videos. I absolutely love watching him. He's probably one of the main reasons I started in car sales as well, and he's great. But I do feel the need, I need to quote him on here on this. He has a very famous catchphrase, which is, "I've massively overspent." Now, to say that I've massively overspent on this car is an understatement, because I've spent over £2,000 putting this car right. I should have known when to cut my losses and either scrap the whole car or like send it to an auction or something. But I just kept pushing because it's a fantastic car and I just didn't want it dead. I didn't want this car to die because it's got so much life left in it. But I've done numerous things to it, including the timing chain. So it's got a brand new timing chain. It's got 4 brand new tires, brake discs and pads, ABS sensor, ABS pump, brake hoses. Like literally everything that my mechanic was saying that it needs doing, I did it. So there's absolutely zero investment that you need to make in this car, because everything has been sorted out, including like CV joints and you know what? I can't even remember everything I've done to this car. All I know is that I've just kept tapping my card away at my mechanic. That's literally it, until he said to me one day, "That's it, it's all done." And I took it out for a drive, and it drives lovely. It's a beautiful car. So whoever's gonna buy it, they're gonna enjoy a fantastic car, something that it's got a lot of life left in it. Anyway, let me just quickly walk you through, like, obviously in terms of interior, you got really nice soft touch materials. You got front and rear electric windows. You've got electrically adjustable mirrors and all that, but we'll talk about that when we get to the driver's side. I love the fact that you've got a lock and unlock button over on the passenger side as well as on the driver's side, of course, because it's very nice if you've got somebody in the car and let's say you just nip out to the shops or something. If your passenger doesn't feel particularly safe and they want to lock the door, they can do directly from their door rather than having to like reach over across to the driver's side. It's a nice touch. You got Nice part leather interior, and the seats are in fantastic condition. You do have side airbags as well. Plus, you've got this massive panoramic sunroof. You've got two sunroofs, actually two. You got for the rear passengers as well as for the front, and this one opens up as well, and I'll show you that when we get to the driver's side. um, Glove box, nice and big. You've got your locking wheel nut in there as well, and again, really nice materials that they've used for this one. I mean, the Sportage and the Hyundai iX35 are probably one of my favorite cars to sell, and that's because they don't stick around for long, and everybody seems to love them, and I like them as well. For the price that you pay, you get a fantastic car. They are very underrated. um, let's have a quick look over at the back. Again, you've got electric windows over in the rear as well. The seats, again, in fantastic condition. Like I said, for the front ones as well. You do get ISOFIX points on the two outer seats. So on this one and that one over there, you get ISOFIX points. Plus, you also have nice armrest in the middle with two cup holders for the rear passengers, which is fantastic. In the back of the front seat, you've got this little net, so that's perfect for snacks, iPads, stuff like that. And you've probably already noticed the driver has lumbar support as well, which is fantastic. The seats do fold down. It's very simple. You just pull on that and the seats just fold down like that. And they do lie pretty much completely flat. So if you need to carry larger items, you can do very easily. Right. Let's have another look. Oh yeah, the alloys. Should have shown you. The alloys are in fantastic condition. Like I said, the tires are brand new. Like, I don't think I've done like 10 miles in them since I put them on. So they are brand new tires, all four of them, because I don't like to cut corners. Right, moving over to the rear, you do have rear parking sensors, which is a nice touch again. And you got the Kia logo there, Sportage and Eco Dynamics. And just below the Kia logo, that's where the button is to open the boot. Press that, and then you see the boot, and it's quite nice and big. So plenty of space to put stuff in the boot here. You do have a 12-volt socket in here as well, and that is fantastic if you need to plug in like a mini fridge or a vacuum or something like that. That is perfect for that. Plus, you also have your parcel shelf in here, and that is great if you have any valuables in the car. You can pull the parcel shelf so you keep all your valuables hidden from prying eyes, basically. Right, underneath the false floor, you also have your spare tire, and yeah, lovely. It does come with a spare tire, and it's actually a full-size spare tire as well. Plus, you got your jack and everything that you need to change it. Now, one thing I've noticed is this pull tab here. Oh yeah, that's nice. So yeah, you pull on that, and then you can drop the seats down, so you don't actually have to walk around the car to put the seats down by pressing that there, which is a nice little touch, I guess. Come on, thank you. Right. So yeah, boot, massive, plenty of space in here to put pretty much anything you want. You got this little handle here to pull on the boot to close it. And moving over to the driver's side, again, alloys, like I said, are in fantastic condition. And behind the driver is, well, it's exactly the same as on the other side, to be honest. But yeah, at least you get to see how the seats look like. And like I said, they are in fantastic condition. Right. Let's move over to the driver's side. And just going to pop the bonnet so we can have a look at the engine. So that's your lovely 1.7. Fantastic engines as long as they're being maintained properly. I don't know what happened, but yeah, the timing chain was a bit rattly on this thing, so I've done literally everything I needed to do to get it back up and running, and now it drives smooth as butter. It's a lovely, lovely drive. Honestly, it's a fantastic car. Um, Over on the driver's door, you've got this plethora of buttons here. So you've got the buttons for the rear windows, front windows. That's to lock and unlock. That's to lock the rear windows from being open. And then over here, you've got controls for your mirrors, and they are auto folding as well. Obviously, both of them. You just press that button and then just open up like that, which is again a nice feature. Driver's seat is in really, really good condition as well. As you can see, there's no massive like tears or anything like that on here. And down here, you've got the pull tab for the fuel gauge. So you pull on that, and then your fuel door pops open. So yeah, it is diesel, like I said. Love the fact that they put diesel. Just make sure you don't put petrol in it, because that will be a very short-lived adventure. Excuse me. Oh, okay, only 2. Usually 3. Right. So over here, you've got your traction control, your hill descent assist, your start stop, your interior alarm, and that's to change the position of the headlights. Let me just grab my key and we're going to jump in. Oh, lovely. All right, so key goes into the ignition. There, foot on the clutch, all the lights come on as they should, and then all the lights go off as they should. Let me just turn that down. Right, so let's start with the steering wheel. You've got a nice big chunky steering wheel. It is leather wrapped as well, so that's perfect because it will stand the test of time, as opposed to like the plastic rubbery ones that disintegrate in your hands. These are very nice and sturdy. You got your volume control here. That's to change different radio stations. That's to mute, and that is to change modes. This is for your Bluetooth, so to answer and to reject a phone call. And this is your voice assistant. And over on the right, you've got your cruise control, which works absolutely fine. You got your indicators over here, plus your lights in there as well. And then over on this side, you've got your wipers, and you do have auto wipers, which is, again, a nice touch. Over here, you've got your trip and reset buttons, and then the instrument cluster over there, which is very easy to read. You've got your rev counter over on the left, speedometer nice and big in the middle, and then over on the right, you've got your water temperature up there and your fuel gauge down there. In there, you've got that little screen which tells you a little bit of information about like your instant consumption, fuel remaining. So for example, right now it's got fuel for 74 miles left, and the odometer, which reads 98,664 miles, which is quite low mileage, especially for a diesel car, and especially for a car that's just had the timing chain done. I'm sorry, I just keep going on and on about that, but it was an expensive job, like $2,000. But I mean, granted, it wasn't just for the timing chain; it was for everything, and I've done a lot. But I'm actually happy. You know what? As I was driving it back from my mechanic, I wasn't upset anymore that I've spent so much money on fixing it. I was actually happy that I've managed to keep this car on the road for a lot longer than it would have been. If somebody else would have bought it, I don't know if anybody would have spent, well, unless it was Matt from High Peak, because he does pretty much the same thing. He just buys a car, spends a ton of money on it, and then sells it for a profit. I don't know how he's still in business, honestly. Anyway, let's move on. Over on the center console, you've got 2 air vents on the side. You've got your radio, which works absolutely fine, AM and FM, traffic announcements, CD, dark mode, so you can turn that off completely if you want. Info, setup, and clock. This is for your preset buttons over here. That's to change different tracks, scan, and all the other like gizmos and gadgets. Hazard lights are in the middle here, and then you do have your climate control. So you've got a fan on 4 speeds. This is to select where you want the air to come out from. That's your front window defrost, AC, recirculate, regular air, rear window defrost, and this is to select the temperature. Very simple. Moving a little bit lower, you've got some storage in there. Plus, you got a 12-volt socket. You've got an auxiliary port, USB, and that's for your parking sensors if you want to turn them off. 6-speed manual gearbox. It's very smooth. It goes through all the gears flawlessly. There's no crunches or anything like that when you get it through the gears. The clutch is bang on in the middle. It's not too high. It's not too low. It's exactly where you expect it to be. So you got first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and then reverse. Push this button left and up, and you heard that beep. That is for your parking sensors. Moving over a little bit lower, you got 2 cup holders, good old manual handbrake. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know I'm a big fan of manual handbrakes, purely because they are more reliable than the electronic counterparts, and they very rarely go wrong, and if they do go wrong, there's usually an easy and cheap fix to them. So I prefer that rather than having computers and all that witchcraft and wizardry and everything. So something like that breaks, you have to like buy a new computer part, code it to the computer of the car and stuff. It just gets too expensive, and I'm not a big fan. You got this little handle here for your passenger, plus you got a nice big chunky armrest which opens up, and you've got plenty of space in the armrest there as well. Moving over at the top, you've got your rear view mirror over there, plus you've got 2 microphones up here, your interior lights, which obviously work absolutely fine. Plus, over here are the buttons for the sunroof. If you keep this button pressed, the sunroof will open up like that. And as you can see, you get plenty of air coming here. And again, it's fantastic, especially for the people in the back as well, because all the air will come down straight towards the back. So if it's nice and warm outside, you can have the sunroof open. To close it, you've got this button down here. Keep that pressed for 2 seconds, and then it will close automatically. And you don't only have the slide feature, but you also have tilt as well. So if you press the middle button there, it just tilts just a little bit up there, just to get a little bit of fresh air coming through if you want to, or just press that again and it closes up. You do also have the option to close this completely if it's too sunny outside, and then obviously you can do the same thing with the rear one. So if it gets too sunny, you can close them up, and you don't get blinded by the sun, basically. Sun visor over here, nice big vanity mirror, plus you've got an interior light as well here with the vanity mirror, which is really nice. And also when you close this, it also turns the light off as well, because see where it's got that little button, you can see it just there. As soon as you close it, it just switches it off, which is nice. Plus this has another little amazing feature. I'll show you right now. Just zoom this out. Perfect. So let's say if the sun is on your right, you open this, you bring it here, but you still have this little gap here where the sun could come straight through and straight to your face. So luckily Kia has thought about it, and they've put this little extender here, which is really nice because that will block the sun directly, and it's a really nice feature. I wish a lot more cars would have that. Unfortunately, no sunglass holder in this car either. We don't even have a Jesus handle on this side, and nothing here either, which is a bit of a downside. But I mean, that's probably just me, because I am like big with my sunglasses and everything. I wish there was a sunglass holder, but it's not the end of the world now, is it? Other than that, there's not much else I can tell you. like I said, the car will come with 12 months MOT. As soon as it gets sold, I will put a 12-month MOT on it. There's no point in me MOTing it now because it could take 6 months until it sells. Highly doubt it because it's, like I said, Kia Sportages and Hyundai iX35s. They sell very quick. But if it does take 6 months, imagine if I put an MOT on it now, it takes 6 months to sell it, and then when somebody comes over to view it, they're going to say that they want another 12-month MOT on it. So there's no point in me doing it before it sells. So once the car is sold, agreed, and everything, I'm happy to do the MOT. Yeah, not much else. Not much else to say. I'm really really gutted that I had to spend that much to make it right, but the thought that somebody's going to enjoy this for many years kind of takes away my sorrow, to be honest, because I've saved a really nice car, and it is a fantastic little car. I absolutely love it. Right, let's go and park this baby up. Oh, I love that crunchiness, the crunching sound that the diesel engines make. You're going to hear the parking sensors kicking in soon as well. There they go. Right. Well, with all that being said, thank you very much for sticking all the way to the end. If you're interested in the car, don't hesitate to contact me. You can find me on 01684 355 032. You can visit the website, which is www.vindemotors.co.uk, or you can send me an email at vindemotors@gmail.com. Alternatively, if you've got any questions, queries, burning issues, anything like that, leave them in the comments and I'll do my best to get back to you. But yeah, it's a great car. I'm looking forward to see who's going to buy it. I'm sure they're going to enjoy it for a long time. And yeah, not much else to say. Once again, thank you very much for sticking all the way to the end, and hopefully I will see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.